Most tiny homes are boxes. 4 walls. 4 corners. A rectangle. And there is nothing wrong with a rectangle. But there is a shape that uses the same square footage differently. A shape that eliminates dead space, strengthens the structure, manages wind and weather better, and produces an interior that people walk into and immediately say, "This feels different." This is the O-shaped tiny home. And the number of people switching to it right now is not a coincidence. By the end of this video you will understand exactly what an O-shaped tiny home is, why it outperforms a rectangle in ways most people never consider, what it costs to build, and whether it is the right choice for your situation. Welcome to Affordable Tiny Living, where we go deep on the decisions that matter when you are building small. Today we are breaking down the O-shaped tiny home, what it is, why it works, what it costs, what it looks like inside, and the honest limitations you need to know before you commit to one. Subscribe right now if you are not already here. Let us get into it. First, what we mean by O-shape. O-shape is not one specific geometry. It is a category. A family of forms that share a defining characteristic: they have no sharp 90-degree corners. The plan is curved, rounded, or polygonal in a way that approaches circular. At one end of the spectrum, the true circle. A perfectly round footprint. The Mongolian gur and the Native American teepee are the oldest examples of this form in residential architecture. The yurt, a contemporary descendant of those traditions, is the most common circular residential structure built today. Moving along the spectrum, the oval or ellipse. A stretched circle. More practical for interior layout than a true circle because the longer axis provides a natural living-sleeping arrangement. Many purpose-designed O-shaped tiny homes use an oval or rounded rectangle plan for exactly this reason. Then the octagon. 8 walls instead of 4. Each wall is flat but the overall form approximates a circle when viewed from above. The octagon is the easiest O-shaped form to build using conventional timber framing because all the walls are still flat, only the connections at the corners change from 90 degrees to 135 degrees. And at the far end of the spectrum, the rounded rectangle. A standard rectangular plan with the 4 sharp corners replaced by curved sections. The plan is mostly rectangular but the corners are arcs. This form is the easiest to furnish and lay out internally while still capturing some of the structural and spatial benefits of the curved form. All of these are O-shaped homes for the purpose of this video. Different construction methods. Different costs. Different spatial experiences. But the same underlying design philosophy, that a curved or rounded form outperforms a box in specific and measurable ways. Reason 1. And it is the reason that structural engineers bring up first when this form is discussed. A circular structure is inherently stronger against lateral loads, wind, seismic force, lateral soil pressure, than a rectangular one of the same material and footprint. Here is why. When wind hits a flat wall, as it does on a rectangular building, the full force of the wind acts perpendicular to that wall surface. The wall must resist the entire load in bending. The corners of the building are the most vulnerable points, the junctions where 2 flat walls meet at 90 degrees concentrate stress. When wind hits a curved wall, as it does on a circular or O-shaped building, the load is distributed around the curve. The airflow partially wraps around the structure rather than impacting it fully. The curved surface redirects force continuously rather than receiving it at a point. There are no stress-concentrating corners. For the same wall thickness and material, a circular wall resists lateral wind loads approximately 30% more efficiently than a flat wall. In engineering terms, you can achieve the same structural performance with less material. Or significantly greater performance with the same material. This is why grain silos are round. Why water towers are round. Why cooling towers are round. The circular form is structurally optimal for resisting the kind of lateral and compressive loads that all of these structures must manage. For a tiny home on an exposed site, a coastal headland, a hilltop, a prairie, this structural efficiency is not academic. It is the reason an O-shaped home survives storms that damage rectangular structures of equivalent construction. The circle is stronger. That is physics. And it costs nothing extra to access that strength if you start with the right form. Reason 2. And this one is immediately felt by anyone who has tried to furnish a small rectangular room. Corners are dead space. In a rectangular room, every 90-degree corner is a zone that contributes almost nothing to daily living. You cannot put a sofa in a corner efficiently. You cannot put a bed in a corner without losing the side against the wall. You cannot reach the back of a corner cabinet without a specialized Lazy Susan mechanism. And structurally, the corner is the most complex junction in the building, requiring specific framing connections and specific weatherproofing details. A rectangular tiny home of 400 square feet has 4 corners. Each one removes approximately 0.8 to 1.2 square meters of efficiently usable floor area. Total dead corner loss, 3 to 5 square meters out of 40. That is 7 to 12% of your floor plan contributing almost nothing. An O-shaped home of the same footprint has no corners. The wall curves continuously. Every point on the wall is a usable surface. Every point on the floor is accessible without awkward angling. The furniture sits against a curved wall naturally, a sofa follows the curve, a bed sits flush against the arc, shelving runs continuously around the perimeter. The continuous curved wall also creates a specific spatial quality that rectangular rooms cannot produce. When the wall has no interrupting corner, the eye travels around the room rather than stopping at each 90-degree junction. The room feels larger than it measures because there is no visual stop point. In a tiny home where every square meter matters, eliminating dead corners and replacing them with continuously usable wall and floor area is a meaningful gain. Not a marginal one. Reason 3. The one that affects your monthly bills for the life of the building. A circular form has the lowest surface area to volume ratio of any shape. Let us make that concrete. A rectangular room that is 6 meters by 6 meters, 36 square meters of floor area. The perimeter wall length, the surface through which heat escapes, is 24 meters. A circular room of the same 36 square meter floor area has a perimeter wall length of approximately 21.3 meters. That is 2.7 meters less wall surface, 11% less, through which heat can escape. With the same insulation specification in both walls, the circular room loses 11% less heat in winter and gains 11% less heat in summer. For a tiny home in a cold climate, that difference translates directly into heating cost. A tiny home that costs $80 per month to heat in a rectangular form costs approximately $71 per month in a circular form. Small per month. Over 20 years, $2,160 saved. From the geometry alone. In extreme climates, the Arctic, the high desert, coastal storm zones, this thermal efficiency advantage becomes more significant. The most thermally efficient buildings in extreme climate architecture are circular or dome-shaped for exactly this reason. Combined with the structural wind resistance advantage, the O-shaped form performs better in the harshest climates. That is not an accident. It is geometry doing what geometry does. Reason 4. The one that is hardest to quantify but most immediately felt. Curved walls feel different from flat walls. This is not subjective in the way that color preference is subjective. There is documented research on human spatial psychology confirming that people consistently rate curved interior spaces as more comfortable, more welcoming, and more relaxing than equivalent angular spaces. The reason appears to be evolutionary. Curved forms in nature, the interior of a cave, the canopy of a tree, the rounded horizon, signal safety and enclosure to the human nervous system. Sharp angles and corners are less common in natural safe environments. The brain responds to each accordingly. In a tiny home, where the psychological quality of the space is as important as its physical dimensions, this matters. A small circular room can feel intimate and safe. A small rectangular room of the same area can feel like a box. Both are 35 square meters. Only one feels like a refuge. The light behavior in a curved interior is also distinct. On a flat wall, light hits and reflects at a consistent angle across the entire wall surface. On a curved wall, the angle of incidence changes continuously as the wall curves away from the light source. The result is a gradual transition from highlight to shadow around the curve, the same quality of light you see on a sphere or a cylinder, that makes the wall appear three-dimensional rather than flat. It is the difference between a surface that looks painted and a surface that looks alive. These are not small things in a home you will inhabit every day. Now the question every builder asks first. What does it cost compared to a rectangle? The honest answer depends entirely on which O-shape construction method you choose. And the range is wide. The most affordable entry point, the Yurt or Yurt-inspired structure. A commercial Yurt kit for a 400 to 500 square foot living space from a reputable manufacturer runs between $15,000 and $35,000 for the kit. Add foundation, utility connections, insulation upgrades, and interior fit-out, total build cost in the $55,000 to $85,000 range. Faster to assemble than any other O-shape method. Least permanent. The cob or earthen round home. Labor intensive. Low material cost, cob is earth, sand, and straw, all locally sourced. For an owner-builder willing to invest the time, a 350 square foot cob round home can be built for $25,000 to $45,000 in materials. Total cost including foundation and systems, $40,000 to $70,000. The most affordable permanent structure on this list. The most labor-intensive. The timber frame octagon or rounded rectangle. Conventional framing adapted to an O-shape plan. Material cost premium over a rectangle, approximately 8 to 12%, because the non-standard corner angles require more labor in the framing stage. Total build cost for a 400 square foot timber frame O-shape home, $85,000 to $120,000 depending on finish specification. The prefabricated circular or dome structure. Steel frame, composite cladding, engineered for precision. Higher upfront cost, $95,000 to $160,000 for a 400 to 500 square foot finished structure. But faster to assemble, more consistent in quality, and engineered to specific structural and thermal standards. The premium structural insulated panel circular home. Custom engineered curved SIP panels forming a complete circular envelope. The highest performance O-shape structure available. Cost, $130,000 to $200,000 for 400 to 500 square feet. The most thermally efficient. The most structurally robust. The most expensive. The right cost point for your build depends on your priorities, your skills, your site, and your timeline. There is an O-shape option in almost every budget range. 2 O-shape homes worth knowing. Home 1. Pacific Northwest Forest. 380 square feet. Total build cost $62,000. A contemporary yurt on a permanent concrete ring foundation with full insulation upgrades, closed-cell spray foam on the roof and walls bringing the thermal performance to a standard comparable with a conventional insulated structure. The central crown ring, the circular skylight at the apex of the dome, admits a column of light that tracks across the floor throughout the day as the sun moves. At noon the light is directly below the crown. By late afternoon it has moved to the east wall. The home is a sundial. The circular floor plan flows naturally, a sleeping platform with curtain separation on the north arc, a kitchen along the south arc facing the entry, a wood stove at the center that heats the entire structure evenly because the heat source is equidistant from every wall. No cold corners. No hot spots. Even heat distribution is a natural property of the circular form. Total build including foundation, insulation upgrades, utility connections, and complete interior, $62,000. Home 2. Rural Oregon. 320 square feet. Total build cost $38,000. An owner-built cob structure, 2 years of part-time building by the owner and a rotating crew of volunteers who worked in exchange for the experience of learning cob construction. The walls are 450 millimeters thick. That thickness is not primarily insulation, cob is a moderate insulator. It is thermal mass. Those thick earth walls absorb heat during the day and release it slowly through the evening and night. In the mild Oregon climate, where temperature swings between day and night are significant but extremes are rare, the thermal mass does the work of a heating and cooling system. The built-in furniture is cob, benches, shelves, the sleeping platform, the kitchen counter base, all sculpted from the same material as the walls. The furniture and the building are one continuous material system. There are no separate pieces of furniture to position, move, or replace. $38,000. 2 years of weekends. A home that will stand for a century. The O-shaped tiny home is not for everyone. It requires more thought at the design stage. It requires more intention around furniture and layout. It sometimes requires more patience with planning departments. But what it gives in return, structural resilience, thermal efficiency, eliminated dead corners, and an interior spatial quality that rectangular rooms of the same footprint simply cannot match, is a genuine and meaningful set of advantages. The reason people are switching is not trend following. It is the moment of standing inside a well-built circular or oval tiny home for the first time and feeling something that a rectangular room has never made them feel. Safe. Held. At home. In a way that makes perfect sense once you understand that human beings lived in circular shelters for most of their existence on this planet. That the rectangle is the recent invention. That the curve is where we started. So here is what we want to know. Would you build an O-shaped tiny home? Or is the rectangular form something you would never give up? Drop your answer in the comments. We read every single one. And we respond to the questions that will help the most people watching. Subscribe to Affordable Tiny Living if you have not already. We go this deep every single week. Thank you for spending this time with us here at Affordable Tiny Living. All 5 homes featured today are linked in the description below, including builder contacts, kit manufacturers, and cost breakdowns where the owners have shared them. Subscribe. Hit the bell. We are here every week proving that how you build matters as much as how much you spend. And we will see you in the next one.